Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about how to envision and use the magic of your mind to move your writing career ahead. Now, I know this sounds super woo-woo and perhaps is a little bit of a departure from the kinds of stuff that I do normally when I talk to you on my channel here. But I do firmly believe this, and it is fundamentally one of the things that I do a lot and all the time. And I've really seen some results with this technique. So I really want to talk about it with you because it just occurred to me today that it's super powerful and I haven't talked about it here. So back when I moved to Los Angeles in 2010, I came from New York. I don't even know if I've told this story on this channel, but I came from New York and I decided that being here in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, was the thing for me to do at that point in my life. I had put it aside, the idea of it, because it seemed too big in terms of starting over, but I was ready to do the starting over thing. And I'll tell you that story perhaps another time. But I came here to Los Angeles. I already had an agent. I already had a manager. I was super grateful and super fortunate for those two things. And that had happened largely because, although not entirely because, I had gone to graduate school, playwriting school at Juilliard, and I had practically begged our literary manager to help me do a writing campaign to agents and managers. And I had a handful of meetings, really only one hit it off. And a year later, that person did not sign me then, but a year later I went back, I had a new play, and I, reached out and we got together and we had a meeting. And one of the first things that that person said to me before signing me was, "Are you interested in television?" Which I definitely was. In any case, I was told that I needed to live out here in Los Angeles before I was able to really make a living because everything happens out here. And I wasn't ready to do that at the time. But several years later, I was ready and I came out and I had a first year out here that was really quite a mess. There was very little going on. I wasn't getting meetings. I had been coming out here to LA every year for a week, and I take 15 meetings in a week, which means 5 meetings. Wait, yes, I was taking 15 meetings. So that's like 3 meetings a day for 5 days. No, 5 meetings. Wait a second. I would take 15 meetings in a week, which was somewhere around 10, 15, 3. Yeah, somewhere around three-ish, 3 to 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, somewhere around 3 or 4 meetings a day. Math was never my strong suit. During the week. And I was meeting all of these people and I just couldn't get a break. I just could not get a job. So even after I moved here, that first year, I wasn't having those 15 meetings a week because I was like, it was like old hat that I was here, as opposed to like, he's coming in from out of town. And I suppose all the people who represented me were able to like make that a big event, but not since I was living here. It was really frustrating. There were a couple of things that happened that year, and one of them was that I applied to the CBS program, which is now the Paramount program. But even before that, and even before that helped me, get a TV job, I started doing, well, sort of like a meditation practice. Now, I've always meditated, not always, but I was told about meditation years ago, and I had begun doing it, and had studied it and had been doing even these small 5, 10, 15-minute meditations in a day. And what I realized was, after listening to people talk about meditation and talk about visioning and knowing about visioning, I started closing my eyes and taking some time to envision what I was looking for. And it really, I think, made a difference in my impact in my writing career. So here's what I would do. And I really encourage you to begin doing a practice like this for yourself, however it fits for you, however long it fits for you. It doesn't need to be big or fancy. But here's what I have done. I would close my eyes and I would begin to imagine, in the same, writer imagination, actor imagination that I've always had, I'd begin to imagine the feeling of the writer's room. a writer's room that I was really happy to be in. I would see the light coming in. I would feel the presence of supportive and talented writers around me. I would feel the energy and pride of being part of whatever show we were on. I would see myself contributing and giving juicy ideas and people writing on a whiteboard or putting up, scenes on a whiteboard. I would see myself writing in a notebook and just feel the wash of productivity and energy and love and creativity. I would feel the energy of being well paid and a professional and a person who was welcomed into the room and felt like I was contributing. And all of those things would wash over me. And I would set a timer, say, for 5 minutes, and I would do that. And I would do it every day, or I would do it several times a week. And I would just begin to soak all of that in, the energy of thinking about myself in the space that I wanted to be. And before I knew it, I was in a writer's room where the light was coming in and the sun was warming the room and the writers were supportive and I was taking notes and contributing. And so many of those things came true. I think it's something that we can all do. Take the time. Now, look, you may think this is a little woo-woo, but what have you got to lose but to try it out? And I think this is the kind of thing that can happen, that can help, that can support you no matter what your creative or artistic dream is. Do you want to be doing a one-person show? Do you want to be stepping onto Broadway? Do you want to be connecting to producers? Do you want to be in a writer's room? Do you want to be on set for a film? Do you want to be directing? Do you want to be creating costumes? Just about anything that you can imagine, that you can really fill your imagination up with the smells and the sights and the sounds and the flavors and the feelings of those things, that can really help you along your way. It can help you tell the universe what you want. It can help you begin to believe it yourself. It can help you incorporate those energies into your DNA. And I think it's 100,000% worthwhile to start a practice like that, to begin to bring the imagination magic into your writing career. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to this channel, be sure, because I post brand new videos every single week and you don't want to miss a thing. And go to yourcreativelife.com to find out about all sorts of things, including my free monthly newsletter, how I can help you in your writing career with coaching, including, if you're looking for it, a 30-minute session where we can talk and find out what it is you're looking for. And you can also find out about the Secret Writer podcast, which is a podcast I do with Nick Job, all about the inner workings of the writing life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.